Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Morning, Anne.
Good morning, everybody. My name's Anne.Rossley. I'm here with my dear friend and colleague, Kyle Harvey. We sell real estate in downtown Chicago, and we love to come to you every week to talk real estate. Hi, Kyle.
Good morning. Where are you?
I'm at the office this morning. I got here bright and early.
You're
And
building.
so behind me is the Hancock, well, currently known as 875 North Michigan Avenue and Water Tower. And we are located in the Neiman Marcus building in the office section. So for those of you watching, it's 737 North Michigan Avenue.
Sure. I call it the Neiman Marcus office building.
There you go. Then that encompasses everything.
It's like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
As part of Olympia Center.
Exactly. one third or one half of Olympia Center.
Right. So how was your weekend?
It was good. I got to play some tennis. So yay. How about yours? What'd you do?
Great weekend. I had 2 open houses. I was busy showing property, and it was just a nice day to be outside. So it was
I had open
all
houses. Saturday was better than Sunday. What did you find? More people were out Saturday.
I can't comment on that because my properties were so small. Every week I get either excited or wigged out based on how many people come to my open houses, and that is such a micro view that I should not get that.
Well, I'm just sort of I'm trying to decide which is a better day, Saturday or Sunday, and I'm finding that some weeks Saturday is better, some weeks Sunday is better. This week it was Saturday. Who knew?
Yeah, right.
Who knew?
I know. Never know. Week to week.
Jump in.
So today, everybody, we're going to talk stats, and then we're going to talk luxury. It's going to be a really fun program for you today. So yes, I will jump into stats, and because we're at the end of the week, this is a little bit different than typical. I looked at 3 months of sales. Okay, so this is what we're looking at by neighborhood. First, single family homes. So this chart shows the communities in which we mostly sell, from the South Loop up to Edgewater and the communities to the west. And you can see the number of single family home sales for, this would be February, March, April. And these are the closings right here. So obviously no single family homes in the Loop. South Loop doesn't have a lot, 1. Near North, 9. I thought that was that's a strong number for near North.
That is.
And then, of course, Westtown and Logan Square had the most, which I thought was interesting. Now let's fold in pricing, because I always like to look at median prices. Look at near North. $3,050,000 was the median sales price. So that says those Gold Coast houses are selling.
But that's interesting because those aren't selling in the 3 million range. That is probably River North.
You're right.
Townhouse, those houses.
Houses, right. I think you're right, yeah. Not surprisingly, median sales price for Lincoln Park, $1.7 million. Lakeview, which had 30 sales at $1.5 million. Westtown, 50 home sales for $1.35 million. And Logan, hot. That's the hottest neighborhood, 57 homes at $990,000. That's still the area people are going to, as well as the near south side at $695,000. Okay, so then I said, all right, under contract, what does it look like? So the tiny number in each neighborhood is what you just saw. These numbers are how many have closed over the last 3 months. The big number in each neighborhood is how many properties, single family homes, are under contract. But look at near North, 4 under contract right now, still strong. Only 23 under contract in Lincoln Park, only 9 under contract in Lakeview. I think that's a reflection of inventory more than anything. So we're going to look at that now. Number for sale? No, it doesn't have as much to do. Look, there are 57 homes for sale in Lincoln Park, 36 in the green Lakeview, 16 above that in Uptown, and 9 in Edgewater.
Well,
52 homes. Go
okay.
ahead.
No, go ahead. So what do you think is going on if it's not inventory?
The demand, I don't know. The demand may be dropping.
I have my own view.
Tell me.
I think sellers think that they've got buyers by the throat and they can ask for any price, even a price that isn't supported by condition and comps. So they say, well, I want this to sell, and I don't have to sell, so I'm not going to. So I wonder if it is because buyers are not just buying; they're paying more, but they're not just buying anything. So that's my own sense. What's yours?
I think, you know what? I think that's a really good point. Seller, yeah, right. You and I talk every week about low inventory and very low month supply, talking about the fact that it's a seller's market. And if it goes to a seller's head, you're right, then they think they can hold these buyers hostages. But
I don't know. I'm
yeah,
just trying to figure because there are
yeah,
buyers out there, as you'll show later. The showings are happening. Open houses,
showings are, yeah,
open houses. There is
right,
demand, but there's not demand to overpay.
right. No, I think that's very true. Okay, so here's the attached, and this time I'm saying attached, meaning condos, co-ops, townhomes. Uh, Closed last 3 months, 688 in the near north neighborhood in the blue in the middle there, 281 Lincoln Park, 369 Lakeview. Um, Obviously, we have more condominiums than we do single family homes. Here are your median sales prices. I thought 635 for Lincoln Park was interesting.
Is that up or
Um,
down?
that's up. It had been in the fives, now 635. I think there's a lot of luxury new construction for condominiums, not just high rises. It's more like these 3-unit buildings that are brand new. And
There are a bunch on Sedgwick. There are a bunch of they're all over Lincoln Park. Yeah, you're right.
right, for about $1 million. And then if you look at Westtown, that's the neighborhood that has 318, 592. And look at Logan up at 524. That's really high.
Yeah.
Thought that was really interesting. All
We're
right.
doing a
So
lot
then,
of Logan too. They're doing a lot of building. Go ahead.
yeah, they are. Yeah, right. Exactly right. So then under contract, here are the numbers. I don't know that I see a big trend here. For sale, look at this, near north, almost 1,100 for sale. Loop, 271. Edgewater up at the top, folks, 81. They have all those condos along Sheridan Road there. So that's why that's always a higher number.
81 though is low for all for those buildings. I mean, for all
Yeah,
of Edgewater, that's not a lot of attached.
right, right. And they have, well, it's a lower price point, so they're selling quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, see 76 under contract and only 81 for sale.
Yeah, it's flying.
Yeah, that's about a month. Yep. Okay, so then let me take away our coffee cup. I thought this was interesting. I said, okay, so I keep hearing that the suburbs are so hot. What does that mean? So this shows you single family. Now we're looking only at single family homes. Okay. Lake Forest, as of April 2017, had a 13.7 month supply. It's a little difficult to read. I don't know if you can, but it's 2.4 months supply today. That's how much the market has changed with the suburbs. Winnetka had an 8.2 month supply, which is a long supply, people. Can you imagine 8 months of inventory? Now down to 1.5 months. Hinsdale was 8.2, now 2.0. And Naperville, it's
Oh,
always a very corporate relocation type town. They had 4 months of inventory. They never really got, slow, but now they've only got a month worth of inventory.
you know
It's
what's
all flying.
it's not only flying, but they're getting big numbers. So think of all those people who sold in 2017 in Lake Forest who are like, give me my house back. I want to sell it now.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. So anyway, and then let's just compare that to a few neighborhoods here in Chicago. Lincoln Park, believe it or not, in April of 17 had an 11.7 month supply. I think that's due in part to the fact that it's a luxury market for single family homes in Lincoln Park. So that was higher. West Town was a 4.4. Now they're a 3.9 month. Forest Glen, I picked that. That's the area like where Sauganash and Edgebrook and Forest Glen neighborhoods. That's always been a really strong neighborhood. 4.8 months. Now it's a 1.8 month supply of homes. So that's a very, it's a very residential area. And then of course, Logan was 3.7. Now it's 2.7. So it's been hot for a while. And that's all I've got for stats.
That's really interesting information. Because 2017 was not a fast market, but yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Well, today we're talking luxury.
Yeah.
And so, we've been doing this, how fast will it sell? Well, none of these properties is moving fast, but they are beautiful, and let's talk about them. So shall we start with how fast will it sell? Luxury people.
Yeah.
So we've all seen this one. This is 1932 North Burling. It got a lot of grief when it went on the market 7 years ago at $50 million. So this house was built in 2010. So 7 years ago was 2017. And so it's a 7-year-old house that you're selling. So now it's down, its price has dropped over 50% to $23,500,000. It is, the reason I chose this house, it is the most expensive house currently for sale in Chicago. It has 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4 half bathrooms, 7 fireplaces, but only the 3-car garage. It's on a little over 7 city lots, and it has, guess how many square feet?
I'm going to guess 15,000.
25.
Wow.
So people, you can get it now for less than 1,000 square foot.
Well, now we're at St. Regis and One Chicago pricing, right?
Yeah, it's a bargain. So let's take a look at some of the pictures. So that's the back. It sort of looks like a country club.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, beautiful. It's 149 foot deep. I mean, that looks like a country club. I mean, it looks like the building, a condo building's outdoor space. I mean, really stunning. I had to include that they have a bar. It wasn't in the basement, but I had to share that. Okay, next.
We love a good bar. Okay, next.
Oh, wait. Can we go back to that one? Sorry. Go back to the bar. Do you know how much it pays in tax? Its annual tax bill is?
No, but if you did a rule of thumb, I would say 450,000.
Okay, no, but still a lot. $333,000. So it has.
That's a bargain too.
It's paid in taxes. I think I did the math. A little over $2.5 million, or about $2.5 million in taxes, and they have.
Yikes!
It would help. They have no exemptions. Okay, next. None of these have exemptions. Okay, the next one is 1407 North Hoyne. So this is in the
Wicker Park.
I'm sorry?
Right? Wicker Park?
Wicker Park, yes. So the West Town larger community area. It has been on the market for only just shy of a year, and it started at $6,950,000. It's now, and for the low price of 6.5 million. Guess how large it is?
Oh gosh, making me guess. I'm going to say you haven't told me.
It's a little over 3 lots, just
Okay.
under 4 lots. So this is and it's
All right,
beautiful.
12,000 square feet. What is it?
10,250.
Oh, okay.
But really pretty, and I can't tell. That seems to be the garage,
Yeah.
slash coach house. That seems to be, looks a little spooky, doesn't it? Look a little spooky. But really, how pretty that would be. Wouldn't you set up a table and have dinner parties out here? Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one only has its monthly, its taxes are $61,704, which is not terrible.
No.
It's got 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths, 3 half baths. It's got a 1-car garage and 3 exterior spots. But it's in beautiful.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
1-car garage for a $6 million house.
Well, you saw that garage thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is the garage, but this is supposed, it's just not entirely clear to me how this is oriented. It may be, so they say the lot is 98 by 150. That does not look like 98 across.
No.
So it's just not entirely clear to me, but 10,250 square feet. Okay. So the next. So this is 2026 North Kenmore Avenue, and this is beautiful. I believe that the people who own this do buy old properties and restore them. This originally was on the market in June of 2022 for 11 million. It's been on the market just under 2 years, and it is now on the market for 909, just under 10 million. Okay, its tax bill is only, and it's Kenmore is in the heart of Lincoln Park, wouldn't you say? That's a pretty block. It's a nice
west of Halstead, so DePaul, Lincoln Park.
Yeah, DePaul, part of Lincoln Park. And its tax bill is only just south of 60,000. It was built in 1885. It's 3 lots, but they're short lots. So isn't this pretty? I mean, they've done just a beautiful job. And it's got, look at this. I'm not entirely, I think this is under the garage. But anyway, it doesn't have, but it does have a lot of wine storage.
Wow.
Look at that beautiful thing. It's got a 5-car garage. I have for you.
There you go. 5-car garage. That's more what I'm talking about. So they have a side yard, really, is what
they have a side yard, and they have a rooftop. So this, I believe, is the basement for everything. So this is where the wine storage is, under the garage. And this is a covered walkway in between the 2 buildings. So all the yard is over here. And then this is the main floor. So look at all those cars. Wow. And then more space. It is only 13,400 square feet.
I think that's a honey of a property.
Yeah, but it just south of Shirley, and it's been redone. They redid it in, they say rebuilt in 2010, rehabbed in 2010, rebuilt in 2010. But those finishes look very today. Don't you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Really cool. Ready for the next one?
Yeah. I want to have buyers for these properties, everybody. So we have seen this before. This is the 3rd floor of 65 Goethe, and it started its journey at 16,800,000 for the entire floor. And I think I've got the floor plan. There it is. So that is the entire floor. They are now recognizing that not everyone wants an entire floor, so they've broken it into 2 pieces. One for 9,900,000, and one for the difference between that and 13,899, which is its current price, for the whole floor. But the third one came in under, everyone I chose $4 million as my base price in pulling things. So guess how much this tax is for the whole?
I don't know.
It is $187,801, and it has no exemptions. None of them have exemptions, people. Size is 12,435 square feet. 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, full baths, 3 half baths, and 7 parking spaces, which is nice.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And here we see, I mean, it's just enormous. As families have gotten smaller, it seems hard to think how one would use all this space without never seeing your family ever again. But it's beautiful, you know.
Sure.
Beautiful. You have your office. You could have school in here. So that is 65 East Goethe, and it's beautiful. It's just wildly expensive. Okay, next. So I forgot to put the information on here. This is 270 East Pearson Street. So one of the 3 that were built in and around the early 2000s. This one was built in 2004, and we've got a coffee cup.
Oh, you wanted it gone?
I can leave it. I just thought it appeared out of nowhere. It's on the market for $5,900,000. It's only been on the market for a little over 2 months. It is 6,860 square feet. It's a duplex. It's a combination of 2 units, 701 and 801. It has 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and 3 half baths, and its tax is about $106,000. Now, do you remember when these buildings were taxed less because the buildings themselves only had a ground lease?
I didn't remember that.
The ground, so at one point, early on in our shows, for those who watch us, we talked about how these buildings were sort of a deal because the taxes were lower because the buildings didn't own the land on which they were built. They were leased from, I believe it's Northwestern. Don't you think I think it's Northwestern, owns all this property, and they have a 99-year lease. And for a while there, they were taxed significantly less, but that's over. So here we have some pictures. So this is how it combines with the upper level, sort of a pretty staircase. I view that as a trip hazard if you've had anything to drink. So they've kept, as you'll see, so this is the lower levels or the main levels kitchen. Very fancy, and this is the upper levels kitchen. No, actually, no. Whoopsie, this is the bar. This is the bar on the main level. So very different feel to the kitchen. But then we're going to go upstairs, and it's much more of a country feeling on the second floor, which is more the private space. They kept the kitchen. This is the second level. Why would you keep?
Interesting.
Maybe if they think at some point somebody will divide them.
That or they're, for religious reasons.
You know, we're going to see fireworks.
I love the view from there. It's so pretty.
And it's never going to be blocked. The bedrooms or many of the bedrooms have brick walls because they face into the buildings on Chestnut, right? Chestnut behind them. And this is luxury, people. That is a full laundry room with an extra freezer. That is luxury. That's like living in the suburbs.
Yeah.
So this is what the floor plan looks like. So the public space below with 1 bedroom, and then putting all the bedrooms upstairs. plus a kitchen.
Hmm.
Now, where is that kitchen in here? Yeah, it's here. It's the main kitchen.
Yeah,
I guess so you can hang out in the family room.
I guess. It's a
Okay.
lot of kitchen.
Then the next one, the last one, people are going to be bored by this. Here's the last one. 9 Walton. This one, it'll be interesting to see because this will tell us if it's continuing to hold its value. This is 1901, and it's on the market for, and it's newly on the market, newly meaning just under 2 months, 7.75 million. There we go. So it's a nice big apartment, as you see. It is 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths, 1 half bath. It's 5,230 square feet, and its tax bill is $108,000. It's got 3 parking spaces in a building, and its assessment is 4,033 in a building with so many fantastic amenities. They've got nice outdoor space. It faces north. It's on the northeast corner, so you get all of the Gold Coast sort of area look, and a little bit of lake, but not really. But pretty and light, and a beautiful closet. This is their outdoor space. If you sort of lean over, you can see up the street to the lake. That's it.
All right.
So I'm going to
Lots of good properties.
and see in 10 years whether they sell.
Well, I was just going to say, yeah, you're not going to make any predictions on these?
I think of all of them. So what's your sense of what will sell first? What do you think is going to sell first?
No, you tell me.
I think
You've
9
been
Walton.
studying them. 9 Walton.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably right. There's a cachet with that building that has stuck. And
It's a high,
initial buyers made money on resales,
yeah,
but I don't know.
high floor. It's in good condition. It's going to sell.
It's got a bit of a view, yeah.
What have you heard whether any of the 4 units that Ken Griffin has or had are selling? I don't know that any of them have.
I don't think so.
Maybe one closed, but they were pretty much raw space. We'll see.
It's going to be interesting to see. Thank you so much for that, Kyle. It's always good to look at luxury properties.
So you had something else. Are you saving it or are you going to do it?
Well, I can show it to you. Let me see if I can. Speaking of luxury, I was looking at Mansion Global, and this is a contemporary. You can see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Contemporary Texas-style home, 5.75 million. It appears to be on a private 2-acre pond, but it's actually not. Built in 2012. It has a glass exterior. Wait a minute, I'm going to have to go over here to turn the pictures.
Wait, so it's not on a pond?
It's not, it's on a pond, but it's not really floating on the water.
Okay.
So that, yeah. So there's some kind of foundation under it that goes, that keeps it stationary. It's on a 24-acre property between Austin and Houston in Texas. The first floor comprises a kitchen, living area and dining, as well as a half bath. Second floor, another living space and guest room with full bathroom. There's a guest house surrounded by trees on the property as well. And there's also a party barn. There's a party barn with a full bathroom and bath. If guests roll up in their own RV, there are 3 hookup spots.
So wait, can you go back just really quickly? The first picture or the second picture showed picture showed a few other things on the property. The one before it.
Oh, okay. There.
So is this the one to the right? Is that the party barn?
The one behind it kind of is the party barn.
What's the one to the right? The structure to the right.
They don't say.
Okay, I thought it was a party barn, but you're right. The other one's the party barn.
Party barn. Doesn't everybody need a party barn? Here we go. So there's your looking out at the water, the cool view.
Is it for
Here's
sale?
upstairs.
Are they just
Yeah,
showing?
it's for sale, 5.75 million.
That's it?
Yeah.
For all that land too?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm guessing it's in the middle of nowhere. In addition to fishing, because it's a stocked pond, the pond's also an opportunity for water sports like boating, swimming, and paddleboarding. There's a dock, a covered sitting area, fire pit, and 2-story skeet shooting house.
That is the most Texas home I've heard of.
Isn't that something? Look at that.
Look at that.
That's it.
That's an interesting house.
I thought that was a fun one to share. Things you can do when you aren't limited by 25 by 125-foot lots, right?
So did they build, I would be very interested to see if they built that pond just for this and did it all, because that would cost more than $5 million to create.
Right. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
So next week, we decided what we're talking about. We're going to talk about summer in the city, right? Next week?
Yes. No, next week we are off because guess what, people? Memorial Day is here. The official
summer is kicking off. Right. So we're off next week, but the following Monday, we're going to do a summer in the city episode. If you have any particular questions, send them to us. We're always here to help. Look forward to seeing you next time on Monday Morning Coffee with Kyle and Ann.